What's up, everybody? Welcome into my MLB The Show 16 franchise mode with the Chicago White Sox. That's right, I did say MLB The Show 16. That's because I still have a couple games left in my backlog before everything transitions over to MLB The Show 17. So for the next couple of games, I hope you're able to stand the terribly outdated graphics and player models and lighting and grass and ball physics. The ball physics. Ew. Yeah, so just bear with me for the next couple of games, and then everything will be switched over to MLB The Show 17, and we will be all updated and fine and dandy and ready to go. So I got Carlos Rodon on the mound in this one. He's had a average season, to say the least. I mean, it hasn't been anything great. I mean, he's probably not sending his mom box scores from the Chicago Tribune, but at the same time, maybe he is. Like, I don't know. I don't know that much about Carlos Rodon's life. He really doesn't share that much with me. And as his general manager and coach, I'm kind of hurt by that. There's Adam Eaton rocking the pink bat. Happy Digital Mother's Day from Digital Chalk Lines to all you digital mothers in digital U.S. Cellular Field. So yeah, all the players are rocking the pink bats today, which I think is a cool touch. I honestly never noticed that before because I don't think I ever made it to Mother's Day in a franchise that wasn't on YouTube. So I never noticed the pink bats. Pink bats. B-A-C-T-S. That's what I just said. People subscribe to me. I don't understand. I'd never noticed the pink bats before, and I think it's a really neat touch that they include stuff like that. I'm curious to see if the players will have blue bats for Father's Day like they do in real life. So yeah, that's really cool that they included that in the game. So playing against the Twins, last video I kind of voiced some frustration when it comes to losing against the Minnesota Twins, because if there's one thing that I absolutely cannot stand, it is the Minnesota Twins. They are I say this jokingly, I will watch a Twins game if it's on TV. I won't badmouth a Twins fan. I'm not going to beat anybody up. But everybody's got to have a team that they hate, and for me, it's the Minnesota Twins. And honestly, it's because I respect a lot of those players. Brian Dozier is one of the greatest second baseman, like most underrated players in the game right now, I think. He's always quietly driving in a butt ton of runs. He hit 40 home runs for the Twins last season. I believe it was 40. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was 40. He's led the Twins in every major hitting category since he joined the team. I don't think that's what I meant to say. He leads... Wait. He has the team... Okay, in the times that... Okay, well, hang on. Since he has joined the Twins, he leads the team in every major hitting category of all the players that they have currently. There we go. I think that's what I meant to say. But yeah, like, Brian Dozier is amazing. Joe Mauer used to be much better than he is now. He's still a great player now, but, I mean, he was a perennial batting average leader. Kid was always getting on base, and not so much anymore. But, I mean, I still have a great respect for Joe Mauer. He's a good baseball player that does it the right way. He's never gotten into any trouble. If there was a baseball player that I would say I want like kids to emulate and grow up to be like, it would be Joe Mauer, because he is such a good baseball player all around. Yeah, I just have tremendous respect for the guy, despite the fact that he plays for... If you could just not play for the Twins, Joe, please. But I think if that's the only bad thing I have to say for a baseball player, then he probably isn't that terrible of a guy. But when they used to have Johan Santana, I never missed a Johan Santana start. That guy was incredible. I loved watching him pitch. And that's kind of where my love-hate relationship with the Twins came from. I love to hate the Twins because when I was growing up, they were a good team. Now they're going through the motions. They're rebuilding just like the White Sox are. They were terrible last year, terrible the year before. I honestly feel bad for Brian Dozier because he has to be on such a terrible team. At one point in the offseason, it looked like maybe he was going to go to the Dodgers, but then the Dodgers re-signed Chase Utley, and the talks of Brian Dozier going to Los Angeles kind of died out. And I was really excited that Dozier was going to get an opportunity to play for a good team, a team that has made the playoffs the past couple years. How can you not love playing behind Clayton Kershaw? But Dozier is stuck in Minnesota for the next couple years. And you know what? Maybe their rebuild is farther along than it seems. They got guys like Byron Buxton and Miguel Sano, and who else do they have? I'm sure there's other other players that I can't remember right now. I'm probably looking at them. They're probably on my screen right now. Why did I leave this entire Avisail Garcia at bat in? I left the whole thing in. Why did I do that? Hashtag questionable editing decisions. You don't have to post that in the comments, but I'm hashtagging that at myself. There was Todd Frazier expressing some intense emotion at that out call at home plate. Maybe that's why I left the whole at bat. Why would I leave an entire at bat in? Maybe it's just because I wanted something to talk over. Not like the video is long enough, but anyway, yeah. Twins, maybe they're farther along in the rebuild than it would appear. I was reading about some of their prospects in the prospect handbook, and I'm awful with names in general, and somehow even worse with names when it comes to baseball prospects. But they have some really good-looking players that are due to come up and join the big league team in the next couple of years. So maybe that'll be this year, and they'll give everybody an opportunity early. There's Austin Jackson out trying to stretch a double into a triple, which honestly I probably should have challenged that play. I don't remember if I did or not, but it looked to me like he was safe. So yeah, the American League Central Division is showing some really awesome potential to be one of the best divisions in baseball real soon. You got the Indians, who keep getting better every year. They have a great young core and they have like the right veterans for that team. You know, sometimes a team will bring in a player and he kind of stands out, and you wonder, why did that player sign? Like, why did they bring that player in? What was the point of that acquisition? Trying to think of some specific examples. I remember the Cubs were really hyped about bringing in Milton Bradley, and everybody was like, why would you bring that clubhouse toxicity into an environment where you have all these young guys trying to learn how to play baseball, and you just bring in this distraction? And that didn't make sense. But I think what the Indians are doing in Cleveland, they're bringing in the right players for their team. The Royals, you know, they're kind of struggling. They were really dominant for a couple of years. They kind of gotten into a lull, but I think they're going to be due for a comeback. The Tigers, they're looking real old. They have a lot of old players, but I think they're going to be good this year. I don't know what the White Sox are going to do in the 2017 season, but I'm excited. I mean, they're probably going to be pretty bad, but honestly, I will watch every game because I'm a White Sox fan, and I'm excited to see what this team will do one way or the other. Last year, I had really high hopes and high expectations. This year, it was established from the beginning that the White Sox are rebuilding and that our expectations should be really low. So I'm just going to enjoy it. You know, I'm not hoping that the White Sox win the division. If they do somehow, that'd be incredible. But if they don't, I'm not going to be disappointed because I understand the place where the White Sox are in right now, and I'm just going to be watching the games and having fun and writing about it on the loopsports.com and talking about it here on my channel and Chalk Talk. And man, the video's over, huh? It's raining right now. I'm looking at my window. It's raining. I live in the suburbs of Chicago. All the trees are dead. Everything's dead. What day is it today? March 30th? Is that the date? Yeah, let me stand up. I'm gonna stand up and look out the window. Yeah, everything's wet. My neighbor's roof is wet. There's rain like streaming out of her broken gutter. Hey, fix your gutter. I'm tired of looking at a broken gutter. Let's see what else is going on in my neighborhood. What do we got there? I mean, that tree's kind of budding a little bit. That's nice. Yeah, other than that, gray skies. There's a 65% chance that it might already be raining. Mean Girls? Anyone? No? All right. I'm going to sit back down on my bed. I really got to blow my nose. I think I dropped my microphone. That's good. Do I have tissues? Because I need to blow my nose. Can I use a Pepsi Max bottle as a tissue?